Hi there, it's Mariko Hirakawa from AyurvedaYogaPractice.com. So welcome to my kitchen. This is, I feel like Martha's store, but I was inspired to share with you how to make an Ayurvedic smoothie because, you know, breakfast is one of those foods that it's really hard to get it right because we're always in a rush and it seems like we either skip it or grab the nearest thing around, which is not the healthiest thing, right? Croissant, bagel, you know, even a toast it's not the greatest start. So, but if we start the day with a very highly nutritious drink, it really goes a long way because then you'll be inspired to eat well the rest of the day and you've taken care of your nutritional needs very early in the day. And it actually, I feel that drinking these smoothies, first it hydrates me, and of course it gives me the great nutrients of having the dark leafy green vegetables as well as the vitamins and minerals that I need, but also it makes me have less coffee, which is a great thing for me because I think, I don't know about you, but I tend to get addicted to coffee and I'm trying to have less of it because I know that it is imbalancing for me. So a little bit of coffee is okay, but you know, too much can make you acidic and keep your nervous system on an overdrive, which you do not want. So try this first thing in the morning. You know, have a plain glass of water and then make yourself a little smoothie before you even have that cup of coffee, and you'll find that it will start alkalinizing your system. It's nourishing, but it's also cleansing, which is what I love about the smoothie too. So I really don't like to measure things too much, but I just kind of, you know, take a handful of kale, or it could be in any green, leafy greens. I like kale because it has a lot of calcium, and I know that I need to take calcium. The other thing I put in there is for sweetness and for texture is an apple. So I just cut it and take out the core, and it's kind of a meditation for me to just take out the core and let the blender do the rest. And apples are also wonderful because it has pectin, which is a wonderful binder for the stool. And no, we don't like to talk about these things, but it's so important to have a very efficient elimination. Let's be real here, because you know what we put in, it has to go through the entire GIT, and we're eating every single day of our lives. Well, most of us, unless you know you like to do those fasts. But for the most part, you know, the GIT is a constant. We have constant eating, and we're not always eating the cleanest foods. So it's wonderful to start your day with this cleansing, fiberful, nutrient-full drink. And you can put, for liquid, I don't have it right now, but when it gets a little bit warmer weather, what I like to do is put aloe vera juice. When you do aloe vera juice, make sure you get the inner filling only kind, because the whole leaf kind, there's two kinds of aloe vera juice. You get the whole leaf kind and the inner filling kind. And the inner filling only doesn't have the irritant of the outer leaf. So for liquid, what I love to put in here is orange juice. For pitta, for my constitution, actually, the best is pomegranate juice. So if you've got a nice pomegranate juice, you can use that. And also coconut water. When it gets a little bit warmer, it's especially wonderful because it's very cooling and hydrating also. It's got all the great electrolytes. But today I only have a calcium and vitamin D fortified good old Tropicana orange juice, and it does the job for me. So I'm going to just pour it in until it covers the solids up to about there. You want enough liquid so that your drink is not so thick. So I never measure anything, but that feels about right. And I also like to put in chia seeds. Chia seeds are very, very high in, you know, it's a great source of calcium as well as iron. So good old Trader Joe's chia seeds. Again, I don't really measure. I put about a handful in there. Voila. And the last thing I like to put, again for cleansing, is two teaspoons of psyllium husk. It really is, I find it really helpful to just start the day with a cleanser. So I'm going to just put psyllium husk in there. Now, from here, this really depends on what you're needing right now for balance. At my stage, I like to put Shatavari, which is an Ayurvedic herb, which is wonderful for the female hormone balance. And I also like to put Brahmi, which is a brain tonic, because I have a lot of work to do online and I'm constantly, I need to sustain my focus for a long time. So I put a teaspoon of Brahmi and about a teaspoon and a half of Shatavari. For women, Shatavari is, well, if you're going towards your late 30s and 40s, it's a wonderful tonic for the female hormonal system. Now for men, you might opt for Ashwagandha, which is a great nervine tonic. Even if you're not a man, if you are having kind of a stressed out week, Ashwagandha has a lot of immunomodulators. It keeps your immunity high. It gives you strength to the nervous system. So 1 teaspoon of Ashwagandha could be used as well. If you have a heart condition, you want to be careful because Ashwagandha can be a little bit stimulating, but it gives you a great dose of energy. So you might start with half a teaspoon. Where do I get these herbs? These I got from India because I studied Ayurveda in India. I'm constantly going back and forth to India. I have a great source there. But here in the States, you can get from banyanbotanicals.com. I have a link down below which link to Shatavari, Brahmi, Shatavari, which is the female tonic, Brahmi, which is the brain tonic, and Ashwagandha, which is the nervine tonic, and it's also a wonderful tonic for men for virility. So if you're wanting help in that department, you can use Ashwagandha, 1 teaspoon as well. So for me, I'm going to do Brahmi and Shatavari, 1 teaspoon each. And this is the part that, you know, sometimes taking these herbs can be a chore because they don't taste so great by themselves. So by putting it into a smoothie, actually, you are saving yourself from having to, you know, the chore of, you know, tasting that yucky herb and drinking it with hot water or something. This is really nice because you're doing it all at once. Brahmi, I'm just going to put a half a teaspoon in there. Brahmi is Centella Asiatica. It is said to be great for memory. It brings circulation to the brain cells. It's a great rejuvenant for the brain. So we're just going to blend it in there. There we go. Do its magic. Okay, it looks like we're done. So this will be, you know, it's a big tall glass, but you can have it with, you can share it with your friend or partner and start the day off. It's really substantial. I find it's very filling. It's very alkalinizing, which is very important because most of the foods that we have, a lot of the staple foods are acidifying for the body. And if we want to have, you know, for long-term health, having an alkaline environment is so, so important. And it's really great tasting, really. You don't taste any of the herbs. It's a wonderful way to hydrate, to, you know, for me, this is my breakfast, and it gives me a lot of energy, allows me to focus, and I know I'm taking care of both my nutritional needs, my hydration needs, as well as my herbal balancing for my Ayurvedic dosha. So I hope this served you, and it's a great time to start doing these cleansing rituals because we're moving into the late winter, early spring. And springtime, all through the winter, our kapha dosha is building up. Kapha dosha is the combination of earth and water elements. And as we hit the early springtime, that kapha dosha starts liquefying and causing all kinds of congestion and allergic reactions. So making sure that our elimination is efficient, making sure we are nourished, and also cleansing ourselves is a great way to ensure our immunity stays strong, our channels are clear, and we can enjoy the beautiful spring coming on. So I hope this served you. Give it a try. It's my favorite kale juice. this morning drink, and let me know how you enjoy this. I would love to hear from you if this was a help or if you have other tips and ideas that you'd like to share as well. So I hope this helped you. This is Mariko from Ayurvedic Yoga Practice.com. Have a beautiful day. See you soon.